that V12 Jag with a Ferrari motor in it. That is awesome. Worldwide shipping is available on this cream puffer. What a great day to be alive. Once in a lifetime opportunity. Runs hard. Wow. Outstanding. So grab your cup of Joe and let's go.
I went to pull the truck up to get us on time and tore the charger up.
Did you run over the charger or just pull it out of the wall?
It went under the trailer and
you realize it's Tuesday, not Monday. You're supposed to save all that for Monday.
Save all that for Monday. No, it was. You
got a coffee?
I do.
You know, James, what do I say when something bad happens around here?
If that's the worst that happens today,
it's going to be a great day.
That's right.
So we'll just put that water under the bridge for now.
I've already took care of it.
Turns out it would have been cheaper to put a battery in it to put the battery charger on it, but we won't go there.
Well, that's probably true.
So today we're heading to Cedarville, Arkansas.
Sweet.
We're going to rescue our third British Racing Green XKE or E-Type Jaguar.
Very cool.
In the last, I don't know, 45 days. So grab your cup of Joe and let's go get us an OTS. We're kind of rushing, but we're trying to get everything loaded before that storm, and I can feel it, it's coming. Okay, we are in Cedarville, Arkansas. Beautiful drive-up area. Did not expect to see this here. Was really surprised to see it when it popped up for sale. We are looking for Tony and Neil. So Car Care Clinic, 1,100 people in town.
It's small.
Beautiful drive, huh?
It is.
Just can't imagine coming over the hill and seeing that.
Yeah.
I would have locked the brakes out.
Unusual, huh?
Kind of neat, the first drive up, James. There's the transmission.
It's easy to see.
And there's the motor. It looks safely covered though.
Wow.
Actually, just an oil pan, probably.
Parts and pieces.
Uh-oh, pistons fell out of the motor. Hopefully the block's not outside.
Huh.
Yep, let's go find these guys. Wow, look at the guitar.
Did you see the half car on the fence?
I love it. That's on the gate?
I think so.
That is super cool.
If that moves when the gate
Corvair.
shuts, it'd be hilarious.
This is amazing.
That is pretty cool, huh? Can you play it?
I gotta have that. That's some cool stuff here.
I like it.
Good morning.
Hi there, how are you?
Great. Looking for Neil.
No, that's not.
Found it.
How are you, sir?
Good to meet you.
Hi, Dennis Collins. Zach on the camera and James.
How you doing?
Hi guys.
So
You found this okay then?
we came to look at the. Wow, you got an accent.
Just a little one.
Little one. So that's how the Jaguar got here.
That's part of the story, yeah.
I think. How did that thing get from Mississippi to Cedarville?
So, from what I understand, the guy that originally owned it, he lived in Arkansas or just across the border in Mississippi. He bought the car about 3 or 4 years ago and sent it to have it restored.
Okay.
Unfortunately, his health went down. They started taking the car apart, and it just got left. They told him they was doing stuff, and they didn't do stuff.
So we call this restoration jail.
Yeah.
Pull
Yeah.
the motor out, rip it apart, start charging somebody.
That's it.
And then they start charging storage fees.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. And
In Arkansas law, when a car is left basically abandoned, then the shop can send off for ownership of that vehicle, and that's how you get in touch with the folks.
Right, like a mechanic's lien or
Yes.
storage lien?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's what happened, and that's how the son, Duncan, who's been amazing in all this, after this went down on the marketplace, I called Duncan and I said, I just want to let you know that your dad's legacy is going to live on, what he wanted to do with this car, and while we don't do that type of work, you're not going to believe who has reached out and who's going to work on this car and thusly make his dad's dream real.
So I don't know if you watched the show or not, but
A little.
so we picked up 2 British Racing Green Jaguars in Mississippi, oddly enough.
Okay.
4 weeks ago.
Oh my goodness.
One of them's already back together and running.
Amazing. Well, this
And
isn't going to happen
that car was
fast.
blown apart. I don't know if this will be that fast. After seeing these receipts, it almost makes me sick to my stomach because this car is actually in the registry. It's been tracked for quite some time.
Wow.
Okay.
This was a running car in 21.
Did you see how much he paid for the car?
No, I couldn't find that.
It was on that paperwork with the
Yeah.
receipt. At $45,000, he paid for the car, and then he's put this into it.
That's crazy, and I don't understand why they did this because the motor was good in this car in 21.
Yeah.
I know who had it. They said, so I contacted them and said, no, there wasn't anything wrong with the motor.
Yeah.
So whoever he brought it to, the fact they took the motor out and took it apart is a shame.
That makes it
It's-
even worse because obviously you've got.
Where is the
We
block?
wondered.
I've got the block just in my bay over here.
Can I just take a look at that real quick?
Sure,
Can you
sure.
open that door?
Yeah.
Wow. Can I take those?
Yes, I printed
If we
those
buy
for you. Yeah. I printed those for you.
So they've got the oil pan off the bottom on this engine, and I've got another box of. There's an oil pan over here that's full of pistons and the con rods and the drive shaft. But basically, the way they was talking, it was like they'd already tried to buy another engine, and so I don't know if they took one engine apart and bought this one, or if this was the original one. They was trying to make something better of it. Because I have two gearboxes, one engine. And a couple of boxes of parts.
Well, this could be fun, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's just go see which it's a 4.2. It looks like the right series motor. Let's go see if we can find a 6305, Jaime. How you doing, sir?
Good, how are you?
Good, good.
I'm Tucker.
Tony, I didn't get to meet you when you were at our shop, so
Yeah.
Tony's the finder. He really helped us on this bus. Thank you for that. He met Jonathan and bought it was a 67 Corvette, is that right? 66, okay, I'm sorry. Mid-year. I should have just said that. 66 Corvette project, so thank you.
You're welcome.
So it was Friday, I believe this came out.
Yeah.
Had Father's Day weekend. I couldn't make it up here, neither could Zach, because he's a new father.
Oh, no.
So Tony came over and kind of shored the deal up and gave us first shot at it. So thank you for that.
Oh, you're welcome.
We're gonna go see if that's the right motor or not, real quick.
I can't read it from up here.
Okay, so the engine number is 8266, so that is not the original motor. Is there another block here?
I've only got
No.
one.
Okay. Go up a little bit more. We'll reset the bonnet if we have to. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so the picture frame, which is the term for it, is correct. It does match the car number, so that's a good sign. It looks like this car was Primrose, then it was gray, and now it's British Racing Green.
Yeah, I thought it'd been through at least 2 or 3 colours.
This car did do a lot. Kind of like you, James.
True.
But it still looks okay.
Not me though. I'm worse for wear, right?
Wow. So this is what happens when somebody doesn't know how to get a gearbox and motor out of one. Somebody cut it all up. Well, let's just for granted see if we have the original gearbox here. We're looking for 9553, James. We got to flip a couple of these over. Let's look at that one.
Okay, so there's one here and then one in the shop, you said.
It's on the- This one might be different.
I don't see any stamps.
This is probably not the gearbox for that car. Let's go look at the other one. So does the Corvair move with the gate?
No,
It looks like it does.
no. We're putting a coffee shop in here, and that's going to be part of the fencing, so to speak, for the patio.
Very cool. Who made the guitar?
A gentleman called Alex Smithson out of Grand Rapids, Minnesota, or Montana. He's amazing. He also did the Rocking Man.
Wow.
And all this stuff inside. He's amazing.
That is really cool.
If it's there, you want me to flip it up?
It's correct.
Yes.
Right there. See? 9553. All right, so we got the right gearbox.
So if they'd have had the other block with it, we potentially may have had the original engine.
Yeah, I've obviously pulled pieces of it and stuff out, but is that gone, long gone?
Yeah, it never came here.
It never came. We never got anything other than all these in these big black bins, just delivered and dropped.
I've got one more bin like this, but it's got more interior parts on it.
Do we have the seats by any chance?
If they're there, they'll be in the other bin.
Okay.
Where's
The
that?
only thing, the one that's just on the back of the tree, I pulled out of the storage shed this morning.
Okay.
But
Well, I'm not going to nitpick this to death because it is obviously a project. On an E-Type, I normally would try to track down the original motor, but seeing those, that car's been 3 different colors already. I'm not going to say it's a huge deal. How about we just pay what you're asking for it? All right. And let me get you your money back. Deal? James?
Yes, sir.
All this has got to go on that trailer.
Let's go.
I love it.
Spare wheel, a few spare parts. You can see the original color in here. Kind of a sand beige color. I don't remember what Jaguar calls that. So I say this car's had a little bit of a storied life. So if you come look up on the A-pillar, here's where your car number normally is right here. You can look in here, see where the 2 rivets are, the tag's not there. So it has been inspected and certified that it's correct, and that was done in California. So this is a reassigned VIN. That's what happens when you lose your tag. So it's got a reassigned number there, even though it's got the number on the picture frame or monocoque and the body tag. So it's a real car, but it's been around the block. Just give it all you got on that. So we're kind of rushing, sorry about that guys, but we're trying to get everything loaded before that storm, and I can feel it, it's coming. It's a maybe. If you put the motor's back, I don't mind. Oh, you can set it over there? That makes sense. There'll be an update with the other 2 that we just picked out of Mississippi, and oddly enough, this was from Mississippi as well.
Yeah, how funny.
It's crazy that there are 3 British Racing Green E-Type Jags in Mississippi. However, that one's been color changed. Got one more question for you guys. Favorite local place to eat?
So that's a good question. This town has got one small convenience restaurant.
Okay.
But Van Buren,
The Van
Pasta
Buren
Grill.
has the pasta grill,
The
chilies,
Vault.
the Vault.
Did you say there's a restaurant called The Vault?
Yeah,
Well, we gotta do that for JD, right?
yeah. I'll get you the address so you can GPS it.
Well, that was a little bit rushed. Way to go, James. Just barely got it on before the rain. How many got a little bit wet? Zach and I didn't. Look at this. Sorry, that was a little bit rushed, but it's on the trailer. We got it bought. Now we're on our way to, there's not a restaurant in Cedarville. The closest restaurant is in Van Buren, and it's called The Vault. Here we go. Now we got queso and spinach dip. It's like an appetizer bonanza, James.
I know.
At The Vault.
Oh,
JD served us some good barbecue.
he did.
Who knew that The Vault's a place to go eat normally? That's white queso. Look at this. We have a plethora of appetizers. I like white queso. Let's see what we can do here. All right. White queso. Spinach dip. Oh, this is good. Uh-oh. I've already bit off more than I could chew. Guacamole with pico. Salsa.
Good Lord.
Top of a pimento cheese. That's the best part. Oh no! That's the worst thing that happens today. It's going to be a great day. I can fix it.
Did it break?
Nope. All right, Javi. What do you think?
Looks good.
love it. That's every appetizer mixed together. Look at that.
What? Where'd that come from?
Stuffed mushroom. I'm in for that.
Man.
Maybe this will clear my sinuses. Really good.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I got a shaved roast beef burger with no bread. What'd you get, James?
I got a guacamole wrap with chicken in it, and it looks good.
So it's actually just a burger with shaved ribeye on top.
Right.
Okay.
And some good old broccoli,
Piece of steamed broccoli for my health.
because we're getting old.
Good to go. So you're happy with your wrap? Well, that's a wrap on the wrap.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Thank you, sir. Outstanding. You too.
Thank you, sir.
The Vault and Van Buren, I recommend the all-in on the appetizers and the prime rib burger. What'd you have?
I had the chicken wings. The boneless wings, my bad.
Boneless wings. I don't think you're bad. I think you're good.
I had them with barbecue and honey.
Remember, you're going to send me an email and just send you some swag, right?
Yep.
All right.
See ya. You have a good
On
one.
our way back to Wylie. We got some updates upon updates upon updates. So the Jag you just saw, we actually got it running. And then the 2 Jags we got from JD Pass in Mississippi have come a long ways as well. The V12, we got the motor transmission in it. And the other 6-cylinder OTS, open 2-seater car, we've got it running. Now, there's a few things we've done to those cars that I forgot because I've slept since then, because I have slept incredibly well. I got my Pod 5x8 sleep and I've had it for a month. It is a mattress cover, which means you don't have to replace your mattress. And what I love about this thing is it's temperature controlled. His and hers on either side. So currently mine is set at 65. My wife's is set at 98. That's incredible. It'll go down to 55 degrees and up to 110. Another thing it does, it has speakers built into it. It allows you for white noise, which I love at night. I don't have to have my sound machine on the side of my bed because I have tinnitus, or tinnitus, however you want to say it. My wife does not. Another thing it does, which is absolutely incredible, is it can tell when you're snoring. It will automatically adjust your body and lift you up. Its latest model, Pod 5, introduces for the first time a blanket. The Pod's blanket uses the same technology of the Pod's cover to extend temperature regulations across your entire body. The Pod has been clinically proven to increase quality sleep by up to 1 hour each night. That's a massive boost to your recovery time, which can translate to better physical performance, improved cognitive function, and enhanced overall health. It's a really cool product with a lot of amazing features. So find out more and save up to $350 off Pod 5 Ultra at hsleep.com/coffeewalk. All right, well, this one was a little bit of a head scratcher. You saw us when we just picked it up. Motor, transmission were out, radiators out. A lot of the parts were off the car. So I get it back, I start looking at some of the paperwork and the receipts on what was happening to this car at the shop prior to where we found it. Well, they had decided they wanted to do a V8 conversion on this car. They had already cut a couple of the pieces out of the picture box. Fortunately, they are here. We did conclude that that is the original transmission. It's in the car. That is not the numbers matching motor, and it appears that there's many pieces from another motor. However, this motor does have the pistons and rods and everything in it. Appear to be a complete motor, so we put it back together. We put it back together for shipping purposes, so it's now a good rolling restoration project. Now, one positive thing we did find out about it is this was a California car prior to it going to Mississippi, so it's really not rusty on the bottom. We'll lift it up in the air and take a look at it, but they did do some other cutting down here that they shouldn't have done on the transmission tunnel because they're going to put a V8 in it. To me, this car needs to stick with a 4.2 in the 4-speed. So at least it's a car that's back together now. We can put the bonnet back on it, which we know it fits on because you saw us do that before, and latch it up, and we can ship this thing anywhere in the world for somebody who wants actually a good, solid OTS 69 XKE. And I believe we looked at it when we picked it up, but the picture frame monocoque does match the number on the tag. So let's put it up in the air and see the bottom. It's a good car, it needs to be built. So in the world of Jaguars, this is actually solid. Got a little bit of rust here, some here. Floors look pretty good. We got some starting on the driver's side. Again, we showed the number. That is the original transmission. Front suspension looks good. Doesn't look like it's been hit, does it, Alex?
No.
And there you go. That's our third British Racing Green Jag, even though this one wasn't originally British Racing Green, that we actually have in stock now. We're going to walk out and see the other two from JD. This one's going to go on, we'll get bolted back on here, and we'll show you some final pictures of it, but it's basically not going to look a whole lot different than you already saw it, but it'll be back on, it'll be ready to go. It is missing the seats. I don't know anything else really major that we were missing. Mainly the seats. All right, let's go check out the other one. Here's another one of our mystery cars from the vault, aka JD Pass the Cowboy.
This is a really cool car. Both of them are. And it comes with all its glory.
Now that is a basket case.
Weekend project for a
Where's
guy
the
like
hood?
y'all. There is no hood on this one, but there is that one.
That's not a weekend project, then.
The hood's laying right there on the frame.
Oh,
Sean, you want
yeah. It's so dark now, I can't see.
I'd hate to be driving if you missed me, walk by that, and I don't know how many people run over between here and there.
I was busy looking at all the bits and pieces.
Is it 70?
Yeah. And it's got vintage air.
You know, we've already, just this year, we bought 4 E-types similar to this. People just can't seem to get them to the finish line. They just give up.
You know, it is. Well, you know, the old adage, have a Jaguar, you need 2 of them, one to drive, one to stay in the shop all the time. So nobody knows how to put them back together.
Agreed. I think you need 3. This is a 70. It's not a Series 1 or 1.5. It's a Series 2 car. But what they've done is they've done a Series 1 covered headlight conversion. It's one of my favorite things you can do to one of these later model cars. Really neat.
There you go, keep going.
Geronimo!
Right hand turn, Clyde.
So we can tandem these up together.
I think I'm done for the day.
We normally do.
We'll let these guys strap all these down, get all the parts in there. I might supervise later. Me and JD are gonna go have a beer. These cars came out of an estate, and all we really know about most of us have been sitting since at least 2012, which is the case with this 1970 OTS open 2-seater XKE Jaguar Roadster. As you can see, we got our handy dandy fuel tank, right, Alex? We don't want to suck up any trash out of the tank. We didn't pull the tank out and clean it. We put the car back together. The interior is actually quite presentable. Not bad, huh?
Pretty good.
I'm having parts all over the place. Again, a 2012 Mississippi inspection. It looks like this is a pretty nice car, but the guy was doing a bunch of upgrades. It's got new shocks. It looks like the brakes have been done, plugs, wires, started a vintage AC install setup. But the coolest thing he did, which I really like, is this closed headlight conversion to make it look like a Series 1. And that is an expensive upgrade. Now, for those of you looking for an easy to finish project, the first thing they normally want to know is the motor seized. Is it seized?
It is not.
All right.
It does run.
That means it's probably going to run. Let's hear it.
Run key.
Oh, you want me to start it?
Yeah. You're closer.
You ready?
Ready?
Wow. Burn like a kitten or a Jaguar. That was good. Fans running because you already had it going, right? So if you're looking for not a major project, but I would think that you could probably, the spot it needs to be painted, do some touch-ups and some blending, polish it, get you a mirror, do the little bitty knickknacks, finish the top. Not a tough project. Get underneath it, Alex.
It's not tough.
It's not rusty. All right, so we'll shut it down, get underneath it, show you the bottom. Again, 70 OTS. All right. Put it up in the air and see how the bottom looks. Alex, what did you see down here?
It's complete.
Well, it looks to me like the car used to be Primrose, yellow,
Yep.
color changed. Looks like the shock's been done. It is really clean, isn't it? The exhaust has been done. Although it's got a little bit of damage on it, but it's newer to the car. And I'd say just the front shock's been done. Original floors, not rusty. How's it in the back?
Really good, actually.
Pretty solid car. So I don't think it'd be too difficult to make this a driver quality E-Type. Not a show car, but this not going to take a whole lot of work to make this a driver quality car. Now let's put it down a little bit out of sequence and see if it's got the original motor in it. I'm betting it probably does. What do you think?
I think so.
All right, let's drop it down and see if it's got the original engine in it. All right, so the 69, which all the early cars, you've checked a ton of them, 61 to 69, is stamped on top of where the oil fill is. In 70, they moved it. A little tomfoolery and trickery for you, Alex. It's back there, but you've checked those before. So, engine number matches the tag, right?
It does.
But head number doesn't.
It does not.
So it looks like it's had a cylinder head. But at least you got the original bottom end of the motor. So it's kind of good news, bad news.
50-50.
But I would suspect this motor's been rebuilt as smooth as it runs.
Yeah, it runs really good.
It runs really good. So the transmission, as far as matching numbers, they take all that apart. Probably not going to do that.
Yeah.
Just hope for the best and cross your fingers if you ever take that apart. I wouldn't, but. So there you have the 70. Now what we've got left is a V12 car. So let's go check out the progress on that.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the V12 Jag Roadster out of the Vault JD Pass Estate Collection.
Here's this one here.
A 12-cylinder car.
Yes. There's the keys on the hood.
That's a no-cylinder car.
Keys are right there. It's quiet, it runs smooth.
Yes.
Does this have a motor?
Somewhere.
Well, it shouldn't be that hard to find. It's a 12-cylinder motor.
It's in a box.
But it's here?
Correct, yeah.
Okay. So 74, 70. Really solid. Maybe the most solid out of all the cars. The 4-speed car. The motor is missing a bunch of the accessory components. The motor and transmission were out of the car when we got it. We put it back in there, I'm going to say for shipping purposes. We're not going to try to get it running because there's a bunch of the accessory pieces missing. So what would you do with this car? Would you make a resto mod?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I love the body style of the 12-cylinder cars, I really do. The motors are kind of cantankerous and tough to tune, but this would be a killer resto mod. Maybe take, you know, a later model Jag drivetrain and put it in it. I actually love the steel wheels too. You just don't see them very often. Rockers are good, really, really solid body. I guess we can pull it down and check and see what is left on the motor. But of the pieces we got from the Cowboy, this is what we got now, right, Alex?
Right.
All right, lower it down, let's check it out. So this is a 74, it is a 2-top OTS. Hardtop's kind of rare. To me, these V12 cars just kind of look like a muscular 6-cylinder car. I really, really do like the looks of them. 25,000 miles. I think the most important thing about this car is the body is extremely solid, dry, haven't really found any rust, straight. But like I said, it is missing quite a bit of the pieces on the top of the motor. Bonnet looks good. Look at all that room. Ah, you can put just about anything in there.
They could buy our Ferrari 12-cylinder.
Boy, wouldn't that be something? We do have a 12-cylinder Ferrari motor. It's carbureted. I don't know how many people would like that. That V12 Jag with a Ferrari motor in it.
It'll run better.
That's it. I get that is a heavy motor, wasn't it, Alex? Y'all put that in there. This would be a killer car with an LS. Probably easier to get it running too. So what would you do with this car? BRG, tan interior, 2-top great body. It deserves to live again, just needs a new power plant. But at least it's all together now. Bonnet's on it, the stuff's in it, we can ship it, roll, steers, and we can transport it anywhere in the world. It's not alive, we didn't get it breathing, but we got it back on the market. So I would still consider that a rescue and a win, right Alex? Absolutely. All right, there you have it. 3 E-type Jags, updates, they're all BRG, but I don't know that any of them started that color. Oh, sorry. I hit your finger?
No.
Okay. That's all I got to say about that.
As always, please
Like, tag, share, and follow. And most importantly, subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you next week. It looks cool. So thanks for everybody that commented on this incredibly special Ford truck. I tell you what, I've always loved trucks, and evidently everybody else does too. The market on trucks has always been good, and it's strong right now. We had a tremendous amount of people wanting to buy this truck. We went through the leads and we sold it. As Jonathan was going through the leads, the guy sends a picture of his collection, and trust me, this truck's going to the right place. It's going to get restored. It's actually going to be in a collection with another short bed, what appears to be 79 flare side, and some incredibly special Ford cars. So hopefully we can keep an update on this truck and show you over the next year or two while it gets restored. But you guys are always asking to see restorations. It's very difficult to film restorations in the shop. However, we got a cosmetic restoration coming up on another incredibly special Ford truck. That will be on Coffee Walk soon, so stay tuned and we'll keep hammering on the trucks. Now it's in the booth. It's the Bedford 91 Ford 993 actual mile truck. I kind of fretted back and forth whether to paint the bed or not because it looked like it really had never had anything hauled in it. However, we know the paint was bad from the factory, so we went ahead and scuffed it, sealed it, and shot it. Look at that. Way better than it looked from the factory. Would you guys be interested in seeing this truck go back together? We've already taken it apart. 6-inch lift, 10-inch 589s, 35, 12, 50, 15s, then all the trim and the glass and decals, all that go back together. Let us know if you'd like to see that on a Coffee Walk on YouTube. What's in the booth? The truck's kind of tall, so I just gave it away. So we went ahead and color sanded and polished the hood before we put it on. It's a little bit difficult to put that on the truck. Now we've got the bed back on the truck now. That. Even though the inside of this bed was almost perfect, we went ahead and prepped it and painted it base coat clear coat as well. So this is the stock height this truck rides at. It's down in the front. So we'll do 6 inches in the front. I believe it's about 4 1/4 in the back, so it'll sit right. It's gonna be killer. Look at this. Again, it's a 993 mile truck. We've got really good pictures of the chassis while the bed was off. You see the engine bay is amazing. So thanks for hanging in there. Hopefully we'll build this thing next week.